Hello, 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 beloved souls. So, we have a special full moon reading, right? We have a pink full moon, which is about romance. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love the heart space, right? We had Chiron come in during the new moon, and Chiron was conjunct Mercury, I believe, at the time, right? So, really, really big energies that were encouraging us to heal our relationships. Chiron is known as the wounded healer, right? And as an Aries, that's a uh, planet that is connected with us big time. But this is about loving our inner child, loving our inner selves, coming to a place where we are at such peace and balance within our own selves that we're radiating that out to the universe and it's coming back to us as well, right? So taking a look at your, like, again, your romantic and intimate relationships at this time, that's really being highlighted under this moon, and seeing what's working and what isn't. We have a lot of twin flames that have started coming into union, twin flames that are meeting for the first time or that are taking their relationships to the next step because they've been doing so much work. And we have a new wave of twin flames that are becoming online, right? That are beginning to activate and go through these things as well. So this moon is helping to support those that are not in union that are soon to be, right? Getting people closer together. This moon is supporting those that are in separation to give you the guidance and the just the wherewithal as to what where you're healing, where you're at in your healing process and the changes that need to be made, right? So whether you're in separation because you guys have never met before or because you had a fallout, it's irrelevant, right? um Maybe you're still dealing with a karmic partner of some sort. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're coming to a point of loving yourself. What matters is that you're coming to a point of healing internally so that your external can start reflecting that back out, right? So romance can be flowers and candy and stuff like that, but it's deeper. It's about intimacy. It's about vulnerability. It's about honesty. It's about stepping forward in our truth. It's about balancing our masculine and feminine energies. And it's about no longer lying to ourselves and pretending that the inner child within us is perfectly okay with some of the things that are just not, right? Like there's no more hiding. There's no more lying. The lights are on, right? Like it's like 5 o'clock at the club, right? Everything's it's rap, right? Like you was dancing with Shorty all night, doing the thing, right? You was grinding on homeboy, yeah, ow, ow, ow. Next thing you know, the lights come on and y'all are like, what the fuck is that? Right? It's that type of like epiphanies and things coming in. So either the light's gonna come on and you're gonna be like, ow, I looked up, or the light's gonna come on and you're gonna be like, oh shit, how much did I have to drink tonight? Yeah, okay. Let us support you, just putting it out there. So we're going to pull from a few decks. Obviously, Earth Magic with my beautiful Gaia, because I love to have her come out during these cycles. The Gateway Oracle, of course. And the Angels of Atlantis, because they were stalking me for this reading. I actually was considering not doing this reading, and here I am. So, thank you, angels and guides, for being here with me in the collective. What does this full moon got in store for us? Archangel Raphael with communion. I love that. A coming together, a healing, people getting on the same page, people being in alignment, right? This beautiful green energy, right, which represents our heart chakra. It's about healing the heart chakra, opening our heart chakra, making decisions that are being filtered through and filtered out of our heart chakra, right? So communion, again, people coming together. This full moon, this beautiful pink full moon is bringing in our soul family, bringing in our soul tribe, giving us the strength and the inner power to let go of the people that are no longer serving our highest and greatest good, right? Like karmic relationships, and really to move forward. So Archangel Raphael is coming in big time right now to help support us during this, right? And to support us with this. Beautiful. Thank you, angels. What else? I feel like that wanted to come out. We'll see. Yeah, that didn't want to come out. Thank you, angels and guides. What else do we need to know for this full moon? Yep. 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 Makes a lot of sense. Archangel Jophael. Forgiveness, right? Forgiveness is a superpower, and I think people forget that. You forgive in order to release the pain and the poison from yourself and to move forward. This isn't a past like, oh, they fucked up and I forgive them and now they get to keep coming in my life and doing the same shit over and over and over again. No, that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. That's insanity. What this is this situation occurred, right? These things were said, this happened, whatever, whatever. I'm not happy with it, I'm not cool with it. But having said that, this is my perspective, this is their perspective. It's time to move forward. I'm not dealing with that shit anymore. I'll remember what happened for the lesson, right? I'm going to take that good old lesson with me, but I'm not going to sit here harboring and reliving a played out fantasy in my mind. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, the situation was over and done with. I'm leaving the pain and the misery and the trauma back there where it was, over and done with. I'm going to take this little lesson that you taught me. I'm going to give myself forgiveness. I'm going to offer you forgiveness, and I'm going to move the fuck forward. Moving on. Forgiveness is a superpower. When we forgive, we heal. We heal, we open up space and within our container for the things that we deserve, the joy, the love, the prosperity, the abundance, the success, the pleasure, the bliss, right? But we can't get that if we're holding on to things from yesteryear, right? If we're holding on to our past, if we're allowing those things to take up space within our energetic container, then we're blocking ourselves from moving forward. This beautiful goldish yellow color, right? I'm gonna say it reminded me of the solar plexus, but I don't even feel like that anymore. I feel like that's more connected to our soul star. So really just like this energy of forgiveness coming in. Thank you, Archangel Jophael, but also Archangel Zadkiel with the violent flame and transmuting anything within our energetic fields out so that we can move forward, right? Offering yourself some healing and some compassion during this time, right? Oh, I love this. And Archangel Haniel comes in with hope, right? Hope above all things, knowing that things are going to work out for the highest and greatest good, knowing that we can't always perceive our own best interests, right? Like, as much as I would love to believe that I got it all figured out, there's a much bigger picture that I don't always see, right? And so sometimes when we're caught up in the day-to-day dealings of life, it's hard for us to see the bigger picture, right? Because we're so emotionally attached to something, or because it feels like it's still occurring in this present moment, right? So this is the angels coming in with the dove of peace, of course, but just reminding you to have some hope, to open your heart, that you have community coming in, that it's okay to let go of the pain because it doesn't define you, right? It was a moment in your life, but it doesn't define you. And this beautiful red energy within our root chakra, so really coming into balance and into stabilization, knowing that we're safe, right, within our own bodies and safe within our lives. And a lot of this lack of safety comes from this, right? Whatever it was that we had a hard time letting go. And I get that because a lot of times the pains that we experience, the traumas that we experience, started for us between the ages of 0 to 7, and they were from the people that were closest to us, right? And so learning to forgive those people, knowing that they were doing the best that they could from where they were at, and moving forward, right? Taking those lessons, allowing it to strengthen and grow you, and moving forward. And having hope for your future, and having hope for this time, and having hope for your relationships, right? Because just because something was a thing doesn't mean it always has to be a thing, right? Maybe we weren't in alignment for a while, but it doesn't mean that we're going to stay that way. It just means that people grow. Sometimes you grow separately, and sometimes you grow together, right? Archangel Shemuel, beginnings. I love this. So yeah, with this releasing, this healing of this full moon, again, we're creating space within our container for that in which we truly desire. When we learn to forgive, when we learn to let go, when we learn to move forward, we create space and opportunity for the real things to come into our life, for our blessings, for our bliss, for our happily ever afters. Okay? This is the other side of letting go. That is on the other side of your forgiveness. Okay? And pull one more and then we'll switch decks. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Get one more for the beautiful collective for this big woman. Zafkiel, surrender. Another energy that's been highlighted this week. It's been compassion and surrender. Letting go and trusting in a higher order, right? Trusting in your divine higher self. Trusting in the intuition that you're getting. Trusting in the messages that you're receiving from your ancestors and your guides. This is about letting go and having faith that all is working itself out regardless, right? It's like, I'm done. I'm not stressing this anymore. I'm going to give it to the angels and I'm going to go work on something else and y'all help me out back here because I've done all that I think that I know how to do, right? And surrendering and letting it go. I'm literally letting it go and letting the wisdom of the universe pour into you, letting the divine pour into you, just opening your heart and receiving all the intuitive guidance available to you because it is. And again, I see a lot of soul star activity going on. So for many of you, if you start getting like headaches or pressures in the top of your head or around your third eye, just know there's a lot of activations going on within the 6th, 7th, and 8th and ninth chakras. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Archangel Metatron, wisdom. What did I just say? Divine wisdom is coming in for you, right? Divine wisdom is coming in for you. A lot of wisdom from ancient Egypt is going to be activating within you as well. But this is a connection, like this is a connection that you guys had. Oh, sorry. This is a connection that you guys have had for millennia, it feels like, right? And so, just saw 222 on the clock. This full moon is really activating it's activating some twin flames and it's activating soulmates, like soul families across the globe. So, again, for many of you, this is intimate because it is a romance moon, but it's about all relationships, it feels like right now. Like, across the globe, like soul families coming together, soul tribes coming together, people moving around, shifting, and just finally being like, I found my people, I found my person, I found my place, I found my happily ever after. I'm home finally. Like, there's this feeling of coming home. Yeah, it's just this feeling of coming home, of just new love, right? And not necessarily a new lover, but new love. Maybe it's a new way that we look at love. Maybe it's a new way that we're receiving love. Maybe it's a new way that we're being love. So that's all I keep hearing is new love, new love, new love. Whatever. Let's see what the Gateway Oracle has to say. Gateway. Thank you, angels and guides. What does this full pink moon got in store for us? What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? Ooh, proceeding softly. Yes, proceeding softly, of course. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. Taking a moment, taking time to really just be in the present moment. For meditation, going for a walk, enjoying a cup of tea with a friend, maybe sitting outside and just listening to the birds, whatever that might be. As you're moving forward on this process, go easy on yourself, right? Like, be mindful of the fact that you're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, and you didn't know everything that you knew before this point, right? So, as you're stepping into this newness, whether that's you meeting a new romantic partner, or maybe this is you just falling in love with yourself again, take things slow. Don't rush everything. It's not a race, right? It's not a race. It's okay to go slowly. Especially if you resonate as a twin flame, we try to hurry, 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 forgetting that this is an eternal game, right? Like, there is no need to rush healing because this is an eternal game. And if you guys rush things, if the other person's not ready, everything falls apart. So as you're getting together with people, as you're getting to know people, as you're meeting your new tribe, or maybe your new love or lover, or maybe this is you taking your relationship to the next level, take your time with these things, right? Take your time. Nothing in nature is rushed, but everything gets done. Use that same energy as the Tao. Take your time. Plant the seed, get it done, move on. There's no need to rush. Know why they're like highlighting that, but it's like, chill, chill, chill. Like, you're doing too much. That's what I heard. You're doing too much. It's probably that same energy of surrender, right? Like, it's like, chill out. Just let us help you. That's what I'm hearing the angels say. Like, let us help you. It's funny. Making a difference. My inner light shines far and wide. I love that. I love that because this inner light right there is like shining, shining, shining. And look how bright that is, right? So it's like, this is your inner light, and this is how it may seem to you from an egoic standpoint, but this is how bright it is from a soul standpoint. Like, look at what you're drawing in, right? Look at what's happening. Look at what's happening when you expand yourself. So the things that you're doing, the steps that the steps that you're taking, the internal work that you're doing, keep on keeping on, right? Don't lose hope. Keep on. I'm cracking up that this car was upside down. I find that freaking hilarious. Know that the stuff that you're doing isn't for nothing, right? Um, I know sometimes as a light worker, it can feel very tedious to do the stuff that I do because I'm constantly being called to give my energy to different things, right? And things that don't always manifest into like financial abundance or tangible things, but I know at the time that I'm doing the right thing, that whether or not I'm getting paid for this certain thing or this using my energy of this thing, like that's where I needed to be. That's what I need to do. I had come home for a family member was really, really ill, right, on the way of dying. And I came home to deal with that. And so in my mind, I had all these plans, like I'm going to go to the hospital and then go visit this friend and get these things together, blah, 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 blah. And that night before they crossed over, I was with a friend of mine and I got guidance to go help them help another friend. And I was totally thrown off because I was just like, I came to this city to be with my family during this time. Like, our peoples will be all right. You know what I'm saying? It was like a friend of a friend. I'm like, they'll be all right. Or if not, I told her what she needs to say, blah, blah, blah. But my team of light was like, no, you have to go with her. Like, that's something you need to be there for. You need to. And I'm like, why? I don't even know this person, right? Like, I was just like, I was hurting for my friend, you know, so of course I want to be supportive, but like to the point where I have to not do what I came to do and not be with my family for this time, like it threw me off. But I try to be obedient. I try to be obedient. So I was obedient. And I called my girlfriend and I'm like, evidently I'm available for you tomorrow at any time. I don't know what the fuck that means, but this is the guidance that I'm getting. That morning, the next morning, like 7 o'clock in the morning, phone is ringing off the hook. I'm assuming it's about my family member, right? It wasn't. It was about my children's father who had just gotten into a severe car accident, right? And I'm like, holy shit. On top of that, on top of that, my cousin passed the same day, right? So I had planned the day before to go do what I wanted to do, but I was guided to go do something else. At that moment, I didn't know that there would be no reason for me to rush to the hospital because she wasn't going to be there the next morning. You know what I'm saying? So I had already made the commitment to go be a friend and to go do what I needed to do with this other party. In doing so, right, able to make a huge difference over there. Again, was not with it initially, did not want to do it initially. I was all about just being with my family and going to do what the fuck I wanted to do while I was in the city. But my energy was called somewhere else. And although it seemed inconvenient for me, made a huge difference in someone's life. And I knew that and I felt that at the time, and I still feel that to this day in getting the different feedback and commentary from people involved in that situation, right? So just know that sometimes the shit that you're doing feels exhausting, it feels tedious, and it feels like your energies are being pulled and you don't always understand what the fuck is going on. Know that it's not for nothing. You're always shining your light and you're always making a difference, even if it doesn't seem like it in the moment. Okay? I don't know why I had to tell y'all that story, but I was guided to tell you that story. All right. Thank you. Now that's 2 cards. Let's clear the energies. What other messages do we have for them for the pink full moon? Thank you. Okay. My dreams are coming true. Manifesting dreams. So this is beautiful. right? We just came from the new moon in Aries and we're moving to the full moon. So it's about manifestations and things growing and seeing our things in the 3D realm that we created in the 5D, right? Really coming into form. It's like seeing the harvest of your plants, right? That's why they have this beautiful cornucopia here for us. So knowing that you're calling in the romance, the desire, the true loving relationship that you want. And again, if you're in a committed relationship, then this is you creating like your happily ever after with your partner and shifting that vibration, right? I keep hearing new love. So, and it doesn't necessarily mean a new person. It could just mean that like you guys are at a new level of your love, a new level of your ascension, a new level of your growth, right? It's like when you're awakening and you're shifting and you're ascending, you're becoming a new version of yourself, right? So you and your partner are becoming new versions of yourself, right? It's almost like you got a new boo. Hey now. Hey now. Wow, I love this. This is one of the cards that popped out before that I just put back. Looking deeper. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. And that majestic radiance is what's coming through and shining bright right now and calling in this divine love, calling in this divine romance, calling in the balance between your masculine and your feminine energies, right? Your inner and higher self. Looking deeper. When you're if I feel like a lot of you are going to be meeting new people or or just starting to date, right? Take it slow, ask questions and look deeper. A lot of this surface level shit that we're used to from Hollywood and Hallmark movies, that shit is gone, right? Like people were, I don't know how many readings I've done. People are really shifting out of those energies. Like nobody wants to be bothered with toxicity anymore. Nobody wants breadcrumbs. Nobody wants to feel like a third party or like an option, right? And so that's why we're looking deeper. That's why we're getting past like your clothes, your hair, your fucking makeup. Like, no, I want to know what you're at, like on the soul level. I want to know about your morals. I want to know about your goals. I want to know about your upbringing, right? Like that's this energy. So taking it slow, asking some really delicious questions. Bottom of the deck. Flying free. Fly. I unfurl my wings and fly. I love that. Embarking on an adventure. I savor the wonders of the world. I'm just showing it to you because there's no mistakes in tarot. So if this card popped out, there's a reason for it that means something to someone else. But anyway, allowing yourself the freedom to feel, the freedom to love, the freedom to be vulnerable. All right? It is so freeing when you don't have to hide. It is so freeing when you're not walking around carrying the baggage of your old relationships or the baggage of the judgments of the people that came before you, right? When you're just in your own energy and loving on yourself, that shit is delicious. Delicious. I'm going to pull a romance angel card because I feel like I need to. And then we're going to go talk to Gaia. So, thank you, romance angels. I know this is your pink moon coming up. What you got for us? So this is pink full moon got for us. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. I know y'all got something to say. You've been switching. Now nothing. Now that I have you. Nah, I want poppers. I'm not crazy, guys. It's just me and the cards are having a moment. They know what this is. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Put yourself out there a little bit, right? Say something. Communicate. Open your voice. Speak from your heart. Again, this isn't necessarily romance, intimate love for everybody, but for most of you, this is about you just being true to who you are at a soul level. Be true to who you are at a soul level. That's all. I'm sorry, like I stopped, but that's all I kept hearing. It's like be true to who you are at a soul level. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be authentic. It's okay to be honest. Yeah, there's fear there, but don't let it. Okay. You see how there's all this darkness behind them, but they're really the only two in color? That's fear. surrounding them, right? So when we're expressing our love, we're raising our vibration, we're opening up our hearts, where we are pure living color in all the darkness, right? We are the light in the middle of a shadowy forest. So that's just this energy, like, don't allow this, don't focus on this. Keep your energies here. Focus on who you are as a divine masculine, as a divine feminine, and that light and that love, and let it radiate out through you. Okay. Sorry. The other card, I'm sorry, I was like, I couldn't even get to this card. Stay optimistic about your love life. Yes. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Yes. Goes right back here to what? To some hope, baby. Hope, hope, hope. You got to open up that heart. It's okay to be optimistic. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to speak your truth. And yes, you may get hurt. Yes, maybe they're not ready. Yes, maybe they're not going to give you the same words back. It's cool. It's not really about them. It's about you standing in your truth, being honest, putting yourself out there, and knowing that you did everything that you could from a soul level. And when we're manifesting our romantic partnership, be mindful not to hold on to the energy of a person per se, but more so to call in the energy, the characteristics of the divine counterpart, right? So let's say you're Matt and you want to be with Maxine, right? And so you're just like in love with Maxine. She's the perfect woman for you, blah, 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 blah. You're talking to your angels, trying to manifest this dope relationship. I want Maxine, right? Stop right there. So one, you can't go against somebody's free will. So as soon as you're like, I want that person, you're trying to own something. But is it Maxine you necessarily want, or is it things about Maxine, right? Do you want someone who is strong and funny and confident and sexy and self-empowered, or works hard, or a good mother or a good father? Like, what are the things about Maxine that you love the most? Get that list together. Not Maxine, but the list of qualities, right? And give that list to your angels in the universe. Be like, you know what? This is what I'm calling in, right? I would love a partner that is romantic and loves to go out, and we laugh until our bellies hurt and finishing each other's sentences, and they just get me, and they love to travel, and we love to go outdoors, right? I mean, it's almost like I feel like I'm doing like an online dating questionnaire or something like that, right? But this is about you manifesting your desires, right? So getting crystal clear on what you want, and then seeing if you're even a vibrational match to that, because you might be calling in some shit that you won't even do, you can't even do, right? Asking a lot from another person, and you're not doing the work yourself. So we got that too, right? For who much is what does it say? For who much is wanted, much is desired, or something like that. Like, you want a lot, you gotta do a lot. Long story short. I don't even know why I'm fucking up that statement. Do we have anything else from this deck before I go to Gaia? One more. Ah, flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Get out there and have some fun. Have some fun. Play a little. Talk your shit. Do a little foreplay. Do what needs to be done. Like, get out there. Put yourself out there. Stop being so hard on yourself. Again, we have communion was one of the first cards out, right? So healing, talking, getting to know each other. Your soul tribe is coming in. For some of you, I feel like you're gonna be at like a gather. Not some of you, a lot of you are going to start to be going out at gatherings, and this is where these activations are going to happen. Whether you're meeting a person at a big event or like a wedding or something like that, there's a lot of community involvement. I don't know if they're like a friend or in the friend zone. Maybe this is somebody within. Oh, that's what it is for a lot of you. There's somebody within your soul family that you friend zoned. That's your soulmate. That's your twin flame. That's fucking funny. That's hilarious. Yes, this is your soulmate. That is funny. For some of you in this shit, you're looking at your soul tribe and y'all are talking your shit, but within that tribe are some couples. Talk about it. Oh, this romance, this full moon is gonna be delicious. Listen, I'm here for it. All right, Gaia, you're up. You're up, my Gaia. What do you have to say? 'Cause you got a lot going on. You and Luna are doing the utmost. What do we gotta say? What does this pink full moon got for everybody? Grounding, yes. I love this. I love this. I love this. Going outside, communing with nature, right? Communion. That also means communing with Gaia, right? Getting your feet in the ground, going by the water, touching the soil, touching the sand, hugging your tree, doing whatever you need to do to make sure that you are grounded and centered during this time. So when life is happening around you, you're not getting thrown. I keep saying the same thing, right? It is important you stay grounded and centered. That's how we hear our higher intuition. That's how we can receive the divine wisdom from the Most High God. That's how we know when our energies are ours or they're someone else's, right? Wolf instinct. This card has come out so much this week for these readings. This is just a reminder to trust in your intuition, trust your instincts, trust your gut, trust yourself, right? Trust the guidance that you're getting. And again, wolves are good by themselves or in a pack, right? This wolf is by themselves, alpha wolf, doing the damn thing, following their instincts, knowing their strength, right? You see the mountains in the back, but don't forget, just because they're by themselves doesn't mean that there's not a pack close. And that's just another reminder that your soul family is coming in, your soul tribe is coming in to support you. So although you might be out in these streets right now as an alpha male, alpha female doing the damn thing, you got a lot of support coming in, and it's gonna be fun, baby. It's gonna be fun. All right, Gaia, Luna, what else you got? Ooh, ooh. These love and compassion, first of all, has been a theme this whole week. Compassion and surrender. But this compassion isn't just about having compassion for others. This is having compassion for yourself, having compassion for the road that you're on, having compassion on the path that you're on, having compassion for your highs, having compassion for your lows, having compassion for your mistakes, for your hesitations, for your fears. This is you looking at you and just loving you and being like, I love you and I'm sorry and I'm going to do better, right? As well as having compassion for others during this time, because others are dealing with the same energy. You're not the only one up at night not being able to sleep, talking shit to yourself and hating your life or your weight or whatever, right? You're not the only one. There's a lot of people going through it. And especially with what the world is experiencing right now and all the fear energy and the threat of all types of crazy shit, right? Like, compassion is needed throughout the globe. So this is about us having compassion for ourselves, us having compassion for our fellow man, us having compassion for Gaia and this earth, and realizing that we have this beautiful earth to live on. We don't want it blown up, right? Ridiculous. And Breach with Whale coming through, breaking out, right? You got this beautiful energy, and Whale's about sound, right? So you have sound energy coming in. It's about you breaking out and speaking your voice and allowing your emotions to be heard and to be seen, right? And the water is all about your emotions, and the whale's breaching. It's getting air for the first time, right? Not for the first time, but it's like it's coming up with some air. So for many of you, that's what this feels like. It feels like you're going to breathe for the first time, right? You're flying free. You're finally able to let your wings go. You're finally able to come up for some air. This is a whole new you, right? New beginnings coming through. And that starts with calling in our soul family and with forgiveness. Big, big, big energy of forgiveness. All right, I'm going to pull one more and then I'm going to wrap this up. So thank you, angels and guides. Let's get one more message for this beautiful, beautiful pink full moon that we got going on. Thank you. Ceremony invocation. So maybe having a ceremony. I know I'm a big full moon ritual girl. Big time, big time, big time. Like taking my baths, like light my candles, write out my manifestations, burn shit, got crystals charged, and I do all types of shit. So for many of you, that's what you're going to be doing, right? Pulling out your tools, talking to your ancestors, talking to your guides, having a reason to celebrate, right? Communing again, like with your soul tribe, with your soul family, maybe your partner, right? Like the ceremony can also be like wedding, engagement, we're moving in together, like a housewarming, right? Anything like that. So really just taking this time and having a reason to celebrate. And we get that and we know that when we're tapping into our intuition, when we're not holding on so tight to the things that we're trying to manifest in a 3D reality, right? Big time, big time, big time. And to end it, dragonfly emergence. You're coming out, right? You're coming out. I love the fact that she's coming out of the water, right? Breaching, right? Coming out a whole new version of yourself. This beautiful green energy is about healing, right? So it's about healing and growth and being one with our emotions. And the lotus flower is here to remind us that you can grow, you can be beautiful out of anything, right? Because lotuses grow in the muck, in basically like shit water, and they're one of the most beautiful flowers in the freaking world, right? So this is about you taking the crap and the shit that life threw at you and remembering that it threw it at you, but it's not you. It's not you. It was a moment in time. It was a situation, but it's not you. And you coming out the better, greatest version of yourself. You standing in your truth. You loving yourself. You using these energies to let go of the shit that is no longer serving you and only embracing the things that are. You're learning to speak your truth, right? You're activating your throat chakra, your third eyes coming online. You're getting a lot of divine wisdom and guidance from the Most High, right through our crown chakra, up in our soul star. For some of you, you just need to remember to stay. Not some of you, actually, that message was for everybody, right? Because we got the message of grounding for everybody. So with this beautiful red indicating our root chakra, that's another reminder. Thank you, angels, for doubling down on that message to stay grounded, right? Stay really grounded, stay really centered so that you are in alignment with all of the wisdom and guidance that's coming in, right? It's like a very straight line. All right. Anything else, my beautiful ones? Okay. I didn't want to start packing up and being like, oh, I gotta pull out another deck. No, I don't. All right. We're gonna end that there. So this full moon, I'm like, anything else? It's all about your intuition and opening your heart. And for those of you that are feeling alone or isolated or aren't thinking about romance, this is about, again, your soul family and soul tribe coming in for you. Big time, big time, big time. You have a lot of support that's going to be showing up in the 3D realm. All right, a lot of support. For some of you, you've kind of given up hope, and that's why this card is here too, right? It's like you're feeling it, you're feeling nervous, you're feeling scared, right? You're feeling almost hopeless, but they're coming in to remind you, like, no, like, just like the Holy Spirit came to Jesus like a dove, like the Holy Spirit is here with you, like divine wisdom is available to you, guidance is available to you, the light is shining so bright, like you are so much bigger and greater than you think that you are. You're so much bigger and greater than you think that you are. You're looking at yourself like this, right? But this is who you are. This is just the size of your heart, right? So just remembering that during this time, remembering that you are the light, remembering that you're making a difference, remembering that everything is happening for your highest and greatest good, and to tap into the intuition. And when life is coming at you too crazy, to just stop and get still and tap into your heart, because there's so much wisdom lying within you, but you got to stop allowing fear to block you from those messages, from that guidance. Okay. All right. Anyway, my beloveds, have the best week of your life. My freaking allergies are going crazy, and when I get allergies, my whole freaking body breaks out. Me and my son are covered in fucking hives. I can't even take it. Anyway, I love you. God loves you. Angels found you. Later, beloveds.